The program you are about to see contains sequences with rapid flashes of light and is not recommended for those with photosensitive epilepsy. Viewer discretion is advised. Hello everyone and welcome to B-Film Invasion. I'm Kelton, your host, and in this episode we're going to watch one of the most utterly confusing films of all time, Robot Monster from 1953. It was produced and directed by Phil Tucker. It stars George Nader, Claudia Barrett, and George Barrows, and it was one of the first movies to be shot entirely in 3D. It's about the end of the world if the world were destroyed by aliens wearing gorilla suits and spaceman helmets. That's so dumb. It's about the end of the world if the world were destroyed by aliens wearing gorilla suits and spaceman helmets with rabbit ear antennas, who use bubbles and footage lifted from other movies as weapons of mass destruction. Why not? Meanwhile, the last human family tries to remain one step ahead of Roman, the lone alien invader menacing the Earth. Is he an alien though, or is he a robot? It's really unclear. Despite the family living within walking distance of his cave, Roman and his leader can't quite seem to track them down, and the plot, such as it is, thickens when Roman takes an interest in Alice, one of the human women, and he is torn between his orders to destroy the remaining survivors and his desire to let Alice live. Very little, if anything, makes sense about this movie, but it was part of the 3D film craze of the early 1950s, so that's fun, right? So without further ado, sit back, put your 3D glasses on. Actually, you don't have to. Grab your popcorn, turn down the lights, and enjoy Robot Monster.
Does that mean we can play house now? You promised. These woods are full of spacemen. It's either them or us. Come on.
Did you say something?
He says we must die.
Oh, well, if you insist, but come here. Wouldn't it be nicer if we could live at peace with each other?
Okay, I'll be from a friendly planet.
Good. Does that mean we can play house now?
No, I'm friendly, but I still have to find out what they're doing here.
We are archaeologists, boy. People who try to find out what men were like way back before they could read or write. The only way to pass on what they knew was through pictures like this one.
You see, our job is to chip it out carefully and take it to a museum so people can study it.
Gee, are you scientists?
It's even better than being cowboys, huh, Professor?
You bet.
Was he a spaceman robot?
As far as we know, there were no spacemen at those times, and robots either.
He looks like some of those people I saw last time I was on Pluto.
Oh, what's your name, son?
Oh, Johnny, it looks like you've stirred a little outside of your orbit, doesn't it?
Voila! Here we are in the cave. My mother and sister. Bet you'd like her.
No doubt.
Johnny, that wasn't fair. You kids promised you'd take a nap right after lunch if we took you on this picnic and off you scoot. I hope he hasn't given you any trouble.
Not at all. Johnny, at the camp I used to go to, we used to have to take a nap after lunch right up until we were 14.
You did?
Sure.
Will you be here when I get back?
If we are, you are welcome to join us.
Come on, quit stalling. Here, dear. There you are. Take this too, darling. Fine. You want to take that?
If Dad was still alive, I bet he'd let me stay.
I don't think he would, John.
Say, are we ever going to have a new father around our house?
I don't know, dear. Would you like that?
If we do, I hope he's a big scientist that makes rocket ships and things like that.
Attention, Roman, XJ2, reporting to guidance, Roman. I salute you. You are late, 14 minutes. Gravitational pull is stronger than reported. 0.7652 higher than our planet. Accepted. Report. May I ask first for other news? Granted. No life has been discovered on any other planets. Earth is our only rival. Was great guidance. The human knew about atomic energy, but had not mastered the cosmic ray. Wherever I directed the calcinator beam, they crumbled. At first, the fools thought it came from one among their many nations. They began destroying each other with hydrogen bombs. I announced myself to keep them from wiping out cities, which will give our people much amusement. Too late they planned it against me. Their resistance pattern showed some intelligence, but all are gone now. The way is clear for our people. I want facts, not words. Fact A. Life pulse has been reduced to +00. Reject. Error. Error? But great guidance, I have proved it. My energizer has scan checked by square feet. No life above Lepidoptera level exists. My computator is more accurate. In the 22nd category, there is an error of 16 billionths. The Great One is never wrong. And there are perhaps 8 people left on Earth? Not perhaps. Precisely. Find and destroy them. Then report back.
Okay, what is even happening here? We're barely 10 minutes in, and this movie's all over the place already. We go from a credit sequence with ominous music, which was composed by Elmer Bernstein, by the way, more about him later. Then the score goes all kiddie, and we cut to 2 kids named Johnny and Carla goofing around near a cave. Welcome back to Bronson Canyon. Then we get introduced to 2 archaeologists, and the kids' mom and older sister Alice show up. Then cut to a picnic in what appears to be the middle of a rock quarry. Little Johnny starts talking about wanting a new dad.
Get a new daddy, get a new daddy.
Which visibly upsets Alice. Then suddenly everyone's passed out at the rock pile. Yeah, it looks like a real comfy spot for a nap. Johnny wakes up and goes back to the cave, then is promptly knocked back out when Ragnarok happens, which apparently involves a meteor, stop-motion dinosaurs, and reptiles with prosthetics glued to their backs being forced to fight. Johnny wakes up again, wearing different clothes from the previous shot, and there's wooden furniture and recording equipment outside the cave and bubbles blowing everywhere. Billions of them. Then a guy wearing a gorilla suit and a space helmet with radio antennas attached comes out of the cave and contacts another gorilla suit spaceman in his dresser mirror. The first guy, called Roman, learns from the second one, called Great Guidance, that he was unsuccessful in his attempt to annihilate the human race because 8 people still remain on Earth, and now Roman must find and destroy them. Did you get all that? As was the case with Egon Santa Claus Conquers the Martians, Robot Monster is definitely one of those movies that makes you ask yourself,
Where did they come up with this stuff?
The shots of the lizards and the dinosaurs fighting were still borrowed from the movies 1 Million BC and Lost Continent. We'll see some more footage borrowed from other films later in the movie, and there's a lot of other things to discuss with this film. But right now, let's see if we can figure out what the is even going on here when we return to Robot Monster right after this.
Martha, it's all right. He's here.
Oh, what do you think? I've a good mind to give you a thrashing. Didn't we tell you? Never, never, never to go outside of those wires without our permission.
Martha, Anger won't keep the boy from doing it again. We must tell him why. You know the terrible things that have happened when Roman landed on Earth. The only reason we are still alive is that your sister Alice and I worked out a way to reflect his deadly beams away from the house. He can't see us. He can't hear us. But one word spoken outside the barrier, and he will be down on us. Do you understand that, Johnny?
But I saw him.
Saw who?
Roman, he's in the cave at the end of the ravine.
Then he's found us out.
Not yet, or we'd all be dead by now. Are you sure?
I was in the cave painting his picture the way we saw him on the viewer screen.
Why were you doing that, Johnny?
So in case he did wipe out the human race, there'd be some record of how it happened.
Go on, go on.
I heard him coming, ducked out just in time. Looked to me like he was making it his home.
Why here? Why so close?
Maybe we could kill him, huh, Pop?
No, Johnny. The armies of the entire world tried and failed. We have thrown everything we had at him, but he is impervious.
Unless we can find his weak spot.
Could I have just a little water, Mom?
Yes, dear.
But why here? Why here?
Perhaps we're the last people on Earth, Dad. He senses our presence and keeps calculating closer and closer.
I don't believe that. I'm sure there were some other scientific minds capable of rigging a foil to prevent detection. If we only could find a way, only one way of communication with each other.
Do you think we still have a garrison on the space platform? Roman hasn't destroyed that yet.
Well, it could be. If we only could get through to them. But why should we succeed where others fail?
Don't you talk like that, dear.
This may be them. Maybe they are coming through from the space platform.
Humans, listen to me. Due to an error in calculation, there are still a few of you left. You escaped destruction because I did not know you existed. Now I know you are watching. I see 5 of you who have not been destroyed. Show yourselves, and I promise you a painless death.
Just the 5 of us left? But this is incredible. That means that Roy's gone too.
I'll bet Alice is happy the way they used to fight.
Don't say that, Johnny. Roy was a great scientist.
I would have never developed the serum without him.
The trouble was, he wouldn't admit I was good in my field.
Anyone who could fix that view screen after what that glass did to it is better than good.
Easy, easy.
I'm sorry. Seems silly after all the terrible things that have happened. To go to pieces over one miserable, egotistical, impossible guy. But all right.
Do you wonder what happened to your fellows? Watch them. My calcinator beam wiped out your last legions, your last scientists in their deepest shelters. Everyone but you few. There is no escape from me. Very well. I will recalculate. Your death will be indescribable. Fool humans, there is no escape.
Perhaps we should talk to him. Try to arrange a truce, make peace.
He would be able to plot our position immediately. If Roman wants us, he should calculate us.
Have you made the correction? I need guidance, Great One. For the first time in my life, I am not sure. You sound like a human, not a Roman. Can you not verify a fact? I meshed my LPI with the view screen auditor and picked up a count of 5. Error. Error. There are 8. And the other 3 still elude me. And all escape detection by the directional beam. Is it possible they have a counter power? And if they have, reduce, correlate, eliminate error. Is this not the law? I will find them, Great One. Trust me. And if the C-ray fails, I will use physical means. Planet Earth can revolve once more. Then you must either report success, or I will sentence you for failure.
So these Romen, or whatever the hell they are, had the capability to wipe out the human race using stock footage from the movie Captive Women, a Calcinator Ray, but they can't pinpoint the exact whereabouts of 8 survivors, 2 of whom we never see? Speaking of the survivors, they really enjoy throwing caution to the winds, don't they? Coming up to Roman's cave like that, I'm surprised they survived this long. But then deadly alien invaders who apparently have 0 peripheral vision and use bubbles as a security measure can't be that threatening. Robot Monster was the directorial debut of Phil Tucker, who directed his first 6 features while still in his mid-20s in the span of only 2 years. Due to budget constraints, Tucker wasn't able to have a robot costume made for the title character of this movie as intended, so Tucker cast his friend, actor George Barrows, to play the part of Roman, since Barrows had made his own gorilla suit similar to gorilla suit actor Steve Calvert, whom you may remember as the killer robot from Target Earth. How many gorilla suit actors were there in Hollywood back then? Robot Monster was filmed on location in Bronson Canyon and at a building site in Elysian Park in LA in a mere 4 days on a $16,000 budget, and it shows. I will say this though, one thing I really like about Robot Monster is the music, which was composed by Elmer Bernstein. This was one of his earlier film scores. Bernstein was one of several artists in Hollywood who found themselves wrongfully blacklisted during the McCarthy era. Fortunately, over time, Bernstein was able to bounce back and went on to compose scores for dozens of films, such as The Ten Commandments, The Great Escape, National Lampoon's Animal House, and Ghostbusters, to name just a few. You may also recall he wrote the creepy music for the 1971 version of The Telltale Heart. But he is best remembered for composing the epic score of one of the last great classic westerns, The Magnificent Seven. So, it seems the professor's assistant Roy is alive after all, and has overheard Roman's orders from the Great Guidance. We'll see how long Roy and the others can manage to hold out against the deadly menace when we return to Robot Monster after this.
It might be Roman.
If the atomic guns can't stop him.
It's not for him. It's for us.
Hi there. Anybody home?
It's Roy!
He's alive.
Do you know who's in the cave at the end of the ravine?
Roman.
Well, I was as close to him as I am to you.
So was I.
But he didn't know that I was there. Do you know why?
Maybe you're not worth noticing.
Well, now I know I'm in the right house.
Yes, and a moment ago she was crying because you were dead.
You didn't have to waste any tears on me, honey. I bear a charmed life.
Roman spoke to us of the view screen. He said that we are the last 5 people on Earth. Is he lying? Or are there any other people?
2 more. Jason and Cloud.
But why them? That doesn't make sense.
Oh, doesn't it? Look, The professor here spends his entire life trying to discover a serum, an antibiotic serum that will cure all diseases, even the common cold. And thanks to his wise choice of assistants, he manages to achieve his goal. And so, who does he experiment on with his first injections? Himself, his family, myself, and Jason and McLeod. Therefore, the great antibiotic is also the immunizer to Roman's death ray.
And I thought it was the electronic barricade around the house.
Well, that may prevent Roman from finding us and blowing us up.
Which is nothing.
But against the sweep of the death ray, it's powerless. No, the serum, that's the thing.
Couldn't you find any more in the lab?
Plenty. But I didn't bring it.
Why?
Because we managed to get together enough fuel to take a rocket ship to the space platform. And there's enough serum on board to immunize the entire garrison there.
Does the garrison know you're coming?
Well, how could I tell them without letting Roman know, too?
They know what's going on down here. They'll figure it's Roman and blast the ship right out of the sky. We'll have to get word to the space platform, that's all.
Jason and McLeod take off in 2 days. On foot, it would take me longer than that to get back there.
We'll have to rewire the circuits on the view screen so that we can broadcast without Roman picking it up.
But such a complicated job in 2 days?
Well, at least I can try. If I only had a decent assistant who could take orders instead of trying to be the boss.
I'm bossy. You're so bossy, you ought to be milked before you come home at night.
Children, children.
All right, I'm sorry, Professor. Okay, boss. Where do I begin? Don't you have to loop it?
Roy, will you not argue, please?
You know something? You're either too beautiful to be so smart or too smart to be so beautiful.
I guess we do get along all right at that. But let's work together now. We can play later. Roy, what time is it?
4:30.
Of what day, Roy? I can't remember the day. I'm so tired. There. There. Oh, Roy, we'll never make it. I can't control my hands anymore.
Let's rest a little.
Oh, but we can't.
Roy's right. It's time you get some sleep, Alice.
Jiminy, 2 days you've been at it.
Oh, not that long. It can't be that long.
The rocket ship must have taken off at dawn. They're either there by now or...
Then I've failed you. I'm sorry, Dad.
Failed. Do you realize what you tried to do was impossible, yet you almost did it?
But I didn't.
Humans. Yesterday I calculated 5 of you. Now I find 6.
He still doesn't know about Jason and McLeod.
There were 8 of you. The guidance Roman who understands everything showed me that. Yet I might have had trouble locating the other 2 had they not taken off in a rocket ship and revealed their presence. Look, humans. They are headed for the space platform, which guidance Roman spared because it would have been a convenience for my people when they arrive on Earth.
Space platform.
But now we shall destroy that too. Alert! 10, 9, 8. The Great One himself sends the cosmic blast that atomizes rocket ship, space platform. Human 7 and 8, all. And now, of the 2 billion, there are 6. Calculate your chances. Negative. 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 Is there a choice between a painless surrender death and the horror of resistance death? Show yourselves. By your clock time, in 1 hour, I seek you out. Last warning.
Mommy, why doesn't he like people?
I don't know, darling. Perhaps if we could talk to him. You better go and rest, too. George, we can't go on this way much longer. Our food is almost gone.
What else can we do? Commit suicide? Or give in to Roman? As the last people on Earth?
George, talk to him. Make him see that we won't harm him. He can let us live. If Alice could have finished rewiring the view screen, you could have talked to the platform without Roman discovering our presence. Why can't you talk directly to him?
I could. Of course I could. As soon as Alice has had her sleep, I will.
Not like that.
Alice, look, you simply can't connect these two circuits.
Here, let me.
Roman! Do you scan us on your view screen?
Yes, Earthman, I see you. This means only one thing. You have decided to take the easy way out.
No, Roman. We have fought you to a standstill, and we will go on doing it as long as necessary. If you try to figure out our position, you are wasting your time.
None shall escape me. I shall find a way to rid this Earth planet of humans.
No! We human will not give up this Earth of ours. But let me ask you something else. What do you have to fear from us? Let me show you the sick people you want to destroy. First, my wife Martha, my companion for 23 years. Is there anything to fear from this woman?
The human woman is the bringer of human life. There must be an end to your race.
Or my children? Alice?
No. I have a mission to perform.
Carla?
I am built to have no emotions.
And Johnny?
The boy is impertinent.
Or is it in the ethical code of your people? Those children must be murdered.
You are not like my people. You are savage barbarians, non-Roman, animals.
Take my assistant, Roy, who has developed a serum with me, which would have wiped out disease among my people.
Wait. There is something I do not understand quite, but I want to see the girl Alice again.
We want peace, Roman, but peace with honor.
I will talk with the girl. It is not in the plan, but although I cannot verify it, I feel that she will understand.
No! I am the head of this family unit. You have to talk with me.
Calculate, human. If I meet with the girl, I may find a way to integrate you into the plan. It is not a fact, but what you would call a hope.
Name the place, Roman. I will be there.
I do not understand, but it is only the one called Alice that I want to see.
Here I am, Roman. Where shall we meet?
Do you know the area of the fork of the two dry rivers? There is a ruin there. I will meet you in an hour, but you must be alone.
I will be there.
You will not. Have you gone crazy?
We've played every other card. Why not try this one?
Do you realize what you're doing?
If there's a chance I can strike a better bargain than Father, then I'm the one to go.
Is Alice gonna have a date with Roman?
This is madness, Alice. Roy, you have to speak to her.
I know I'm not in the family, Alice, but your father's right.
You mean there are certain things nice girls don't do? Even if it means that man's millions of years of struggle up from the sea, the slime, the fight to breathe air, to stand erect, to think, to conquer nature. Even if Alice is stopped cold by a doting father and a jealous suitor.
I just don't happen to believe that any human being should degrade himself in order to survive.
You'd rather just have us go out of business, is that it? Letter returned, no forwarding address? Can't you see you're being sentimental idiots, letting your emotions run away with you?
Perhaps that is the quality of being human. The very thing that makes us different from Roman. The difference we are trying to preserve.
Very pretty talk, but I still intend to do something about it. Get out of my way.
You're not going.
I said get out of my way!
And I said you're not going. I'm tired of
Well, it sure was nice of the filmmakers to give us an intermission 30 minutes in. Wait, has it only been 30 minutes? Feels like it's been way longer than that, especially after those pulse-pounding scenes of people sticking soldering irons into broken machinery for what feels like 10 minutes, or the riveting dialogue with Roman in the dresser mirror view screen that goes on for like another 20. Well, at least the intermission gave me an opportunity to get some more popcorn. But anyway, wasn't this supposed to be a 3D movie? They haven't really done much to take advantage of the whole 3D gimmick, except maybe this. And I don't think these bubbles really pop in 3D either. As far back as the 1890s, inventors had been working to develop a film process to emulate three-dimensional images in motion pictures, but it wasn't until Harvard student Edwin Land developed the Polaroid filter and his stereophonic process in 1932 that people began to take notice. The process worked by projecting duplicates of the same image at slightly different angles through different colored filters, usually red and cyan. When viewing the images through color-coded anaglyph glasses like these, the process gave the illusion of a three-dimensional picture. After a successful demonstration of stereophonic 3D at the 1939 World's Fair in New York, 3D film was mostly used by the US military during World War II. In 1952, the adventure movie Wanna Devil became the first feature-length film shot in the stereophonic process. Despite negative reviews of the movie itself, 3D films became all the rage. Over the next 3 years, several movies would join the trend in having things inexplicably move towards the screen while the viewers wear headache-inducing cellophane glasses. Among these were the 1953 horror movie House of Wax with Vincent Price and the 1954 Hitchcock thriller Dial M for Murder. And then there's this movie. Speaking of which, it seems that Roman has taken an inexplicable interest in Alice, so she agrees to meet with him to discuss terms for peace, but chivalrous Roy puts a stop to that. And Johnny, like the blithering idiot that he is, decides to f*** off outside the barricade again to who knows where. What could possibly go wrong? We'll find out when we return to Robot Monster. Stay tuned.
Johnny's gone.
You don't think he'd be outside the
Oh,
back?
that fool romantic kid would try anything. What a family I have.
I don't do anything.
Johnny has left the barricade. He might have it in his head to find Roman. We have to stop him.
Don't worry, Professor. Alice and I can find them.
I'll go, of course, but don't either of you speak to me.
But be careful of Roman. When Johnny comes back, I will set off a flare.
Right.
are you doing here, boy?
My sister isn't coming.
So they sent you?
I came by myself. I wanted to find out what you had against me.
You are human. Your people were getting too intelligent. We could not wait until you were strong enough to attack us. We had to attack you first.
I think you're just a big bully, picking on people smaller than you are.
Now I will kill you.
You look like a pooped-out pinwheel.
So, the Calcinator Death Ray really cannot harm you. Your father must be a brilliant scientist.
He's got a super serum that keeps people from ever getting sick.
How do you know it works?
'Cause he tried it on me and Carla and Alice and Roy and everybody. And we don't get sick even when we swallow capsules with real bad bugs in them.
And the 2 men who took off on the rocket ship, they also had this injection?
Sure, they...
You have told me all I need to know. I will calculate the spectrum dust in the Calcinator Death Ray to counteract this antibiotic, and you will all be destroyed.
George! George, there he is! Oh, he looks all right. Oh, thank God. Thank God.
Johnny! Johnny! Where did you go?
There, darling. It's all right. Now tell us all about it.
No, it isn't, Mom. I gave it all away. I didn't mean to, but I did.
You did what?
I wanted to talk to Roman, but he got out of me how we were protected from the death ray. And now he's gonna do something about it.
It's all right, boy. You did right. And Roman won't find it easy to counteract the serum. So we have still a little time left.
I only wish it were over now.
Well, when it is, can I go over to Janie's house and borrow her dolls?
Yes, of course, darling.
Johnny's safe.
Shh! Roman might hear us.
What has kept you two? We were worried.
Now, really, Father, isn't it obvious?
Have you been playing house?
Professor, it may sound silly to you, but Alice and I want to get married, and we were wondering how you'd feel about performing the ceremony.
You want me to?
Oh, yes.
In that case, let's do it. And I want you to know, this is the biggest social event of the year. The whole damn town will turn out.
Great guidance. I have discovered the secret of our failure to destroy the remaining humans. Our C-ray, the Calcinator death ray, cannot penetrate them. They have been made immune through the antibiotic serum, which I believe is the same as our formula, XZA. Reduce their counterpower. Eliminate the error. Death to humans can come by force. I will use physical means, Great One. The plan shall be fulfilled. The planet Earth has half revolved. You have but a short time to achieve our goal.
All right. Places. Go. Dum, dum, ta-dum, dum, dum, ta-dum. Dum, dum, ta-dee-dum, ta-dum, ta-dum, ta-dum. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here to... Dear Lord, you know that I am not trained for this job. But I have tried to live by your laws, the Ten Commandments, the Beatitudes, the Golden Rule. I would like you to look down on Alice and Roy and give you a blessing. Even in this darkest hour, we have kept the faith. In your grand design, there may be no room for man's triumph over this particular evil that has beset us. But if by any chance victory should be on our side, I want you to give a long life to Alice and Roy and a fruitful one. But no matter how it ends, Lord, watch over them this night. Watch over us all. Amen. And now I pronounce you man and wife. Roy, do you have the ring?
What? I didn't think about that.
Oh, brother, are you going to have to pick up after him?
I wanted you to have it someday anyhow, dear.
With this ring, I thee wed.
And the only thing to seal it now is a kiss.
Where are you going on your honeymoon? Niagara Falls?
Well, to tell the truth, we hadn't thought about that.
Wherever you go, be careful. And I want you back the first thing in the morning. And in case you don't know, there's a war going on. And now more than ever, I don't want to give up.
Thanks for everything, Dad. Most of all for having raised Alice. You too, Mom.
I'll go get my things, and then we'll go.
She ought to have sunflowers. It isn't right.
here?
I didn't get you any present.
Oh, you little rascal. Thank you very much. Now, you'd better run right on home.
Quickly, Carla.
What are you doing here alone, girl child?
My daddy won't let you hurt me.
We'll see.
So, as if this movie weren't confusing enough, are these little seizure-inducing flashes supposed to be this Calcinator Ray? Or was this just a ploy to keep the audience awake through this crap? Also, just how deep in denial is Carla?
I only wish it were over now.
Well, when it is, can I go over to Janie's house and borrow her dolls?
What do you think over means, you little... Well, we'll see how she ends up momentarily. Also, what the f is happening here? Okay, I get it. This is the first chance you've had to be alone this whole movie. But did you already forget why you're playing this awkward game of charades and not talking? There's a huge, deadly, albeit utterly incompetent, robot monster after you. Or maybe Roy's bleeding ears get Alice horny. Why does that keep happening anyway? His ears were bleeding outside Roman's cave earlier too. What, he didn't look manly enough after he popped his shirt off? And now they're just gonna trot off on their honeymoon as if everything is hunky-dory. Meanwhile, Roman has taken Carla captive. Does this movie have the guts to snuff a child? And are we ever gonna have any indication that this movie took advantage of the 3D gimmick in any way? Like seriously, why am I even wearing these things? Ugh. Stay tuned for the baffling conclusion of Robot Monster after this.
Great guidance. I have a favorable report. I have already eliminated one of them. Force was necessary. It was a simple matter of strangulation. That leaves 4. Error again. 5. 4 and one more, on whom I have made an estimate in relation to our strategic reserve. The plan should include one living human for reference in case of unforeseen contingency. Do you question the plan? No, Great One. I only postulate. Proceed on schedule. Destroy the others. All of them.
He will hear you.
I don't care. I don't care.
You must care. You must not give up.
I am ordered to kill you. I must do it with my hands.
How is it you're so strong, Roman? It seems impossible.
We Romans obtain our strength from the planet Roman, relate to our individual energizers.
Small enough to carry with you?
No, mine is in the cave.
I wish now I played house with her more often when she wanted to.
No regret, Johnny. We enjoyed her as long as she was with us. And now somehow we have to find a way to live without her. Roy! Where's Alice?
Roman's gone.
Roy's dead. And nothing can be done. Nothing.
Maybe one of us could lure him out for a moment, and then the others could run in and grab Alice.
That's easier said than done.
He'd come if he could be sure of killing us.
Go on, go on.
We call him on the viewer screen. Tell him we don't want to fight anymore. He can get us in the ravine if he promises easy death. You slip in and grab Alice when he comes out after me.
That might work. There's no time to lose.
Suppose I were human. Would you treat me like a man?
But, Roman, and you haven't told me yet where the Energizer is kept.
Silence, girl. Why do you call me at this time?
Roman, we can't stand it any longer.
I have made my last offer.
You promised us a painless death if we give ourselves up. Come and get us.
You can wait. Call me again at another time.
No! We will meet you halfway, in the ravine.
All right. I will meet you in the ravine when the sun passes over the mountains. Attention! Attention! Extension XJ2. Attention! Attention! Extension XJ2. We hear you, great guidance. Earth Roman, you violate the law of plan. Fact, you have captured the girl and not destroyed her. Fact, you have delayed accepting the surrender of the others. This verges on failure. There is one thing you do not understand, great guidance. You reject the plan? I wish to make an estimate of my own. To think for yourself is to be like the human. Yes, to be like the human. To laugh, feel, want. Why are these things not in the plan? You are an extension of the Roman, and a Roman you will remain. Now I set you into motion. 1, destroy the girl. 2, destroy the family. Fail, and I will destroy you. I cannot, yet I must. How do you calculate that? At what point on the graph do must and cannot meet? Yet I must what I cannot. Attention, extension XJ2. Speak, great guidance. Why have you not killed the girl? I must, but I cannot.
The girl first, then the boy. Now.
Great guidance, I cannot kill the girl, but I will kill the boy.
Here I am.
Alice, do not hate me. I must. Good. You can die a human.
Human elements still roam planet Earth. I, the ruler of all Romans, shall complete your task, Earth Roman. I shall release our cosmic tube rays, from which will spring prehistoric reptiles to devour whatever remains of life. Encyclotonic vibrations will smash the planet Earth out of the universe. is he?
He's all right. We just want to make sure you get up with everything you fell down with. Hey, I found him! Oh, it's quite a bump there, boy. What happened? Huh?
Darling, you all right?
You gave your mother quite a scare.
Yes.
Here it was getting dark and no Johnny.
You're alive?
Yeah.
Hurt too? Boy, was that a dream or was it?
Well, I must try to repay you for all the trouble you've gone to. Won't you and your assistant join us for dinner?
Do.
Done.
Will you play house with me when we get home?
Well, oh, all right. But I gotta keep an eye out for Old Man.
Really, Johnny? You're overdoing the Spaceman Act. There simply aren't any such things.
Come on, dear. This way.
Really, Johnny, you're overdoing this Spaceman Act. There simply aren't any such things. You get the idea. And so ends Robot Monster. So do they really mean to tell us that this whole thing was all just Johnny's dream? Are you kidding me? That's gotta be the worst Deus Ex Machina ever. Like, can you imagine how pissed off you would have been if you'd actually paid money to see this in theaters? Speaking of which, Robot Monster was released on June 24th, 1953, and despite mostly negative reviews, the film managed to pull in $1 million during its run, more than 60 times its budget. Not to be a downer, but it was reported in December 1953 that director Phil Tucker had suffered from intense depression and tried, though fortunately unsuccessfully, to take his own life over a dispute with the film's distributor. Allegedly, they refused to pay Tucker the percentage of the profits as agreed upon in their contract. Tucker also claimed that by 1955 he found himself virtually unemployable in Hollywood, but by the 1970s he managed to build a solid career as an editor and worked on movies like the Jaws knockoff Orca and the 1976 remake of King Kong. As for Robot Monster, like the aforementioned Ega and Santa Claus Conquers the Martians, it is also considered one of the worst movies of all time, and some people have mistaken it for other worst of all time films like Plan 9.
We're on the streets of fabulous Hollywood with John, the district manager of Pacific Theaters, and he has seen
Plan 9 from outer space, with the main character being a gorilla suit with a scuba diving helmet on.
John, I think you've got that mixed up with Robot Monster.
Oh, Robot Monster, right.
In 1982, MTV aired a special edition of Robot Monster in 3D with new scenes and dialogue added, and encouraged viewers to write in and request free pairs of 3D glasses for the event. Despite its numerous faults, I must admit that Robot Monster has its charm. What can I say? I love this shit. That's all for this episode of B-Film Invasion. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the like button, share the video, and subscribe to the channel. And of course, if there's a B movie you think I should check out, post it in the comments below. Until next time, this is Kelton signing off. Thanks for watching.